Welcome back everyone. This is Mindy, and in today's video I am going to show you how to use the new Building Blocks Memories stamp and die set from Tailored Expressions and incorporate it into pocket scrapbooking. Here's a look at the stamp set that was created, and this is the look at the actual product. And I'll be going over some of the sentiments that are on here, but these are really great for pocket scrapbooking, which is what I do for scrapbooking. I like adding little labels to my pages, and I had talked to Taylor, and I love this idea of adding little words to my pictures. So I'm going to start out by using my MISTI tool. This is the original sized MISTI. And because this is a red rubber stamp and it's already mounted, I don't need that black foam insert that's in my MISTI. So I removed that, and I'm lining up my rubber stamp in my MISTI, leaving a little bit of a border at the bottom and on the side. Then I can close the door of my MISTI, pick up that stamp, and then bring in some black cardstock. Now this is the Oreo cardstock from Tailored Expressions. I'm going to prep that with an anti-static powder tool. That just helps so that the embossing powder only sticks to my ink and not my entire piece of cardstock. And then I'm going to ink this up with VersaMark ink. Now you're going to notice that there are these little squares on the side of the sentiments. You want to make sure you ink those up and stamp those as well. That's one of the beautiful things about this series that Tailored Expressions has, is you can cut out all of these sentiments at once by lining up these squares. So I'm just adding some white embossing powder over my inked area. You can see it has all of these sentiments at once that we are going to be able to die cut out. Now I'm taking the coordinating die. This is the Building Blocks coordinating die, and I am going to line up those registration marks with the die. So I'm just going to wipe off any of the excess powder. And then here I'm lining up those registration marks. So you can see that there are certain words smaller than others. They get bigger towards the bottom. So you want to make sure you just have those in the right spot. I'm lining up those registration marks. I'm going to hold it in place with some Thermal Web purple tape. And then I can run this through my die cutting machine. Now you can do this on various colors of cardstock, pattern paper, whatever you prefer, and you can do them all at once. And then I just put them in little Ziploc jewelry bags and save them for when I need them. So some of these you see it's best day ever, hello, this is us, our story, summer, and you can combine them. You can put summer memories, summer fun, there's say cheese, so lots of variety in this set. Now when it comes to journal cards for my scrapbooks, you can use pattern paper, or if you buy kits, which a lot of time I do buy kits, but you can also make your own, and stencils is a really great way to do that, and it's very quick and easy. I am using some inks from Tailored Expressions today and the blending brushes. So I'm starting off with Strawberry Milkshake, and this is using the Heart to Heart stencil from Tailored Expression. I used a 6x6 piece of white cardstock so that I can trim this down into some small journaling cards. So like I said, Strawberry Milkshake, Lemon Meringue, Sprinkles, and Lavender Glaze. And I'm blending between the two colors so that I can get the full spectrum of the rainbow. That blue and yellow is going to make the green. The yellow and pink makes that little bit of an orange. And I love that I can customize this to however I want, and it didn't take me a lot of time. So after I apply that lavender glaze, I'm going to peel back my purple tape to reveal my background. And you could do this as a card front too. So that's another great thing about all of these products, is they're great for not just card making, but scrapbooking too, or vice versa. So now off screen, I did go ahead and trim these down. I am going to mount them on a 3x4-inch piece of white cardstock. So I just trimmed each of these down to a 1/4 of an inch smaller, so that's 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, and then I'm going to add these little journaling pieces to the front of them. Now normally to straighten my sentiments when I'm attaching to card fronts or my scrapbook pages, I use a T-square ruler. Unfortunately, both of my T-square rulers are missing, so I'm going to use my MISTI and my Creative Corners. This is one of the rulers out of that Creative Corner set, and I just put my journaling card that I had already attached to its base. I just put that in the corner of my MISTI, used that ruler from the MISTI Creative Corners and just pushed up my sentiment. That helps keep it straight, and I can kind of pick where I want that on my card. So I'm just attaching a little bit of adhesive behind those prompts, and I'm not going to push down on it real hard right away. That way, if I want to adjust it, I have some wiggle room to play a little bit. So here are my 3 cards that I'm going to be using in my pocket page. You can see the one I did trim down into 3 strips on there. And these are some pictures that I had taken actually a couple years ago now. That's how behind I am in my scrapbooking. And I'm just adding these journaling cards to my pocket pages. Now you can also add these to your pictures, but I like just having these little bits to kind of explain the day. You can also write on your journaling cards too, but I just really liked this clean and simple look to go with our fun family day that we had down at the park. Now these are some additional ones you can put right on top of your pictures, which is also something that I like to do. So there's a great variety in this, and you can add these to card fronts as well. So that's a quick look at the Building Blocks Memories set from Tailored Expressions and how you can use it in your scrapbooking. I will have all of the supplies listed down below in the video description and over on my blog as well. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you soon.